Hello, and welcome to Echoes of Reality, the channel where we explore the most captivating stories and untold tales from around the world. Today, we're diving into a story that sounds like it was pulled straight from an action movie script. It's a tale involving a legend, an unexpected confrontation, and a lesson learned the hard way. This is the story of the time a police officer allegedly hit Chuck Norris with a baton and what happened in the seconds that followed. Now, before we get into the heart of this incredible story, let's set the stage. By the 1980s, Chuck Norris wasn't just a martial artist, he was a global phenomenon. His name was synonymous with toughness, skill, and an almost mythical level of invincibility. Movies like Lone Wolf McQuade and the Missing in Action series had cemented his image as the ultimate action hero. He was the man who could stop a tank with a well-aimed kick and stare down any opponent without flinching. This larger-than-life persona was so powerful that it spawned a whole genre of jokes, all centered on his legendary toughness. Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he pushes the earth down. You've heard them. This cultural image is crucial to understanding the shock and disbelief that surrounds the incident we're about to discuss. The story goes that one evening, Chuck Norris was driving his car when he was pulled over for a routine traffic stop. The details of the alleged infraction are hazy, but what matters is what happened next. Two officers approached his vehicle, one on each side. As one officer was talking to Chuck, the other, perhaps not recognizing the superstar, or maybe feeling a bit overzealous, reportedly became impatient. According to the accounts that have circulated for years, this officer, for reasons we can only speculate on, decided to use force to get Norris out of the car. He allegedly struck the car window with his baton. This is where the story takes a sharp turn. In most situations, a civilian would be intimidated. But this wasn't just any civilian. This was Chuck Norris. The accounts say that Chuck, remaining calm, rolled down his window. What happened next is the stuff of legend. Instead of escalating the situation, Norris simply looked at the officer. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't make a threat. He just made eye contact. It was a look that communicated everything, a lifetime of discipline, power, and control. In that single silent moment, the officer seemed to grasp the monumental mistake he had just made. The realization dawned on him. He had just tried to intimidate a man who was a living embodiment of martial arts mastery. The officer's partner, who had been on the other side of the car, supposedly recognized Chuck Norris immediately. He rushed over, his face a mask of panic and disbelief. He quickly apologized on behalf of his partner, explaining the situation and trying to de-escalate things as fast as possible. The officer who had wielded the baton was reportedly speechless, his bravado completely gone, replaced by a deep sense of regret. He had acted rashly and, in doing so, had nearly created an international incident with one of the most respected and formidable men on the planet. Chuck Norris, for his part, handled the situation with the grace and control you'd expect from a true master. He didn't press charges. He didn't make a scene. He simply accepted the apology, offered a few calm words, and then, after the ticket was sorted, drove away. He left behind two police officers, one incredibly embarrassed and the other incredibly relieved. The officer who struck the car had learned a valuable lesson that day. True strength isn't about wielding a weapon or asserting authority through aggression. It's about discipline, control, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you don't need to prove anything. This story perfectly illustrates the core principles of martial arts that Chuck Norris has taught for decades. Martial arts isn't about looking for fights. It's about having the skill and discipline to avoid them. It's about inner strength, or what Norris himself calls Chun Kuk Do, the martial art he founded, which translates to the universal way. It emphasizes that the greatest victory is the one achieved without a fight. His response in this situation was a masterclass in de-escalation. He used his presence, not his fists, to resolve the conflict. He demonstrated that true power lies in restraint. So, is this story completely true? Like many legends surrounding iconic figures, it's hard to find official verifiable reports. It exists in the realm of popular lore, passed down through word of mouth and online forums. But whether it happened exactly as told or has been embellished over time, the story endures because it perfectly captures the essence of who Chuck Norris is, both as a person and as a public icon. It reinforces the image of a man who possesses incredible power, but chooses to wield it with wisdom and restraint. It's a testament to his character. He's not just the tough guy from the movies, he's a real-life example of how to handle conflict with dignity and strength. The officer's deep regret wasn't just about potentially getting into a physical altercation he couldn't win. It was about the professional and personal embarrassment of having acted so unprofessionally in front of someone who epitomizes control. He had lost his composure, while Chuck Norris, the man who could have ended the confrontation in seconds, maintained his completely. That right there is the ultimate power move. This story serves as a powerful reminder for all of us. In moments of tension, our first instinct might be to react with anger or aggression. But as Chuck Norris demonstrated, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is take a breath, remain calm, and handle the situation with quiet confidence. It's a lesson in character, discipline, and the true meaning of strength. Thank you for joining us on Echoes of Reality today. What do you think of this incredible story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into a modern legend, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. We'll see you next time.